Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Backstage. I am proud today to have one of the finest comedians. She's an actress. She has been in films. She's been on television and on the stage. Please welcome with me Miss Kaye Ballard.
Yes,
Kaye,
hello,
thank you very much.
Dear.
Appreciate you
hello,
coming.
Hello.
Appreciate you coming,
Who's
really.
ever looking in? I love you.
These are people who possibly will be here tonight.
Oh, good.
A lot of them will not be here.
That's okay.
Can't be here. So we're going to talk about you.
Now, I want to talk about this place for a minute. When I was driving in, I thought, what an incredible place for people, let's say, in the afternoon of our years.
Yes.
I mean, it's wonderful. Really wonderful.
And this little town of Seal Beach is so pretty. It is, and it's nice and cool.
Yes, it's lovely.
It is.
I live in Palm Springs where
it's a warm.
Yeah, but I don't mind that either. I love it there.
Do you?
I do.
We want to talk about your life. This is not your life.
This
but
is
I want to
my
talk.
life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw you in Palm Springs, what, 2 years ago?
Oh, longer than that.
Was
About
it?
4 or 5 years ago.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Time flies.
See how
when you're
time
having
flies
fun.
when you're having fun. That's it.
And I was having fun.
Yeah.
But you came on the stage down there, and you were over. Were you at the McCallum at the time?
No, I was. Well, I played the McCallum twice, but I was at the convention center.
Ah, okay.
Doing a show called Crazy Tunes, Crazy Words. Yeah.
And you brought your dancers on, and
Yes.
I was really impressed. But anyway, let's go back to your childhood. You grew up in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Ohio. And like we were talking, Bob Hope talks about Cleveland all the time.
Hope. We were just naming some of the people that are from Ohio. And it's staggering. Dodie Goodman, Hugh Downs, Jack Parr, Jonathan Winters, the list of Paul Lynn, my dear friend Paul Lynn, Tim Conway. The list goes on and on and on.
You guys could have your own reunion and you'd have so many.
Yeah.
Who did I say? Dean Martin?
Dean Martin.
Yeah.
The McGuire sisters.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. I didn't realize.
Anything to get out of Ohio. No, I'm very proud of Cleveland now. Have you been there lately?
I've never been there.
What an incredible transformation.
Really?
Really. I think the Rock and Roll Museum did it or something.
Yeah, well,
it's
that's
really
good.
Incredible, Freddie.
So you went to school.
I went to West Tech High School and graduated. I won a scholarship in art at Kent State, but I didn't go. Instead, I joined the burlesque company as not a stripper. I've always been too heavy to be a stripper. No, this was to be a straight lady in burlesque, and it was wonderful training. And then I met Spike Jones, who took me on a vaudeville tour in Canada and throughout the United States. The only reason I know that I'm getting old, Freddie, is I'll look at a place and I'll say, I worked there. Oh, I worked with him. Oh, I worked with her. And that makes me know time is flying by. Yeah.
Now, here we are at Leisure World.
Nothing wrong with that.
And maybe not the last time. Let's hope not, anyway.
Oh, no, hope not. Well, Terry Hill is, I think he's a wonderful booker, really.
Thank you. I've had a good relationship with him. So, okay, you went to high school, but was Spike Jones the one that found you?
Yes, he said to me, kid, if you ever come to California, I'll give you a job. And having the authority of innocence, I had a one-way ticket and $75 to my name. And I went, where did I get that kind of guts? But I had it. I guess I always had it.
How did your folks let you go?
For some reason, I intimidated them. I'm Italian, and my father and mother always trusted me, and consequently, I've never done anything that they should be ashamed of.
That's nice.
So, that's nice.
That's very nice. What's your real name?
Caterina Gloria Ballotta.
Ballotta. That's Italiano.
It's real Italian.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so Spike Jones, you came out here. You joined him.
And I did vaudeville.
He did hire you.
Oh yes, he certainly did. Bailed me out of the hotel too. I didn't have enough money to get out of the hotel.
Now you played the tuba for him, didn't you?
I played tuba and doubled on flute.
And a flute. You
but
played
a
the
trick
flute.
tuba, where you'd play 4 bars and then empty it in a big waste, wash
Right,
bin.
right.
And I must say, Spike Jones, people thought, oh God, that's funny. But that man was a genius. Everything was timed within seconds. He was, as a matter of fact, I owe him a lot because he taught me truly about comedy.
Timing?
Pardon?
Timing in comedy?
Yeah, not timing. I think you're born with timing. But
Right.
the point is, he taught me taste, really. Like I would do something that was a little off color and it would get a laugh, and he'd say, don't do that. And I thought, but that gets a big laugh. And that's why I have no patience with what's going on today. None. Because they bypass funny now to gross. And I think that's disgusting.
I've had some younger people come here, and they'll, if they are the least bit questionable about something, they'll always try it on me. And I'll sometimes say don't. Then they get out there and they'll do the joke, and of course
And then it lays there.
Well, no, part of the audience will laugh.
Yeah.
They think, oh, this is okay, so they go on and on.
But you see, that's what's disgusting.
I
That's
know.
what's happening in movies too. Like, I'll tell you that movie, Something About Mary, which is making so much money. First of all, 70% is truly funny. So you say, why did they do the 30%, which is gross and disgusting? Why didn't they go all the way and be brave all the way? I don't know what's going on. And now it's like it's acceptable to do anything.
Oh.
Well, it's not acceptable with me.
No. Good, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. How do you work then down where it's a little more open? Like in
I do the same material.
Do you?
I've always done the same material anywhere. And if they don't laugh, they don't laugh.
Have you ever had that happen? No.
Oh, yes.
Have you really?
Oh, in show business, Freddie, you've had it happen to you.
Oh, yes.
I've had people throw things at me.
Oh.
Paul Lynde did the funniest thing. Paul Lynde was playing the Versailles in New York, and he was doing a monologue, and two people got up and danced. He says, what's going on? Oh, he hated nightclubs.
Did he?
Hated nightclubs. Yeah.
Okay, so we're still in California.
Yes.
You have children.
No, I have dogs.
You have dogs.
And very happy about it. Yes.
You don't have to raise them anyway. So you were in
My
TV.
big break came really in New York when Desi Arnaz called me and asked me if I wanted to do a series.
Oh, really?
And I did The Mothers-in-Law with Eve
I
Arden.
remember that. I remember that.
And that was wonderful. I think that was the best experience I've ever had in the show business.
It just didn't last long enough.
It only
was
lasted 56 weeks, only because Desi Arnaz got sick. And it was taken off the air when it was it was never out of the top 10. It was taken off the air when it was very high. And I'll tell you something interesting. If people remember Mothers-in-Law, one year I had a husband named Roger C. Carmel, who was just magnificent. And Roger C. Carmel asked for a $250 raise. And Desi says, no. And because of that, he switched husbands, which was a mistake, really. But it was just two egos fighting against each other. He said, well, Roger C. said, well, it's the principle of the thing. I want my $250. I said, but we're not getting a raise. Eve Arden is not getting a raise, please. But no, he had his principles, and we know what happened to him. He died very early. He's very young when he died. So, see what I mean?
Tell me about Eve Arden.
Well, she was truly the class act. She really was. She was a joy to work with. We never had a disagreement. I guess mainly because the first day she said, do you have a good side? I said, I don't know. She says, well, this is my good side. So through the whole series, you only see one side of me. And I guess she liked that. Eve Arden was just wonderful.
I saw her in Annie Mayne many years ago.
Yeah.
She was super.
She was a lovely person.
You do.
I just did a wonderful show in New York
What'd you do?
that got, such raves, Follies with Stephen Sondheim,
Oh, yeah.
and we just recorded it with 33-piece orchestra.
Wow.
And it comes out at the end of September. But Donna McKechnie was in it, Ann Miller, Eddie Bracken, Tony Roberts, Lillian Montevecchi. I mean, wonderful, wonderful people.
See, I thought some of those were gone.
No,
You don't hear a lot
they're
about
very much
some of them
alive.
out.
Eddie
You know
Bracken
that?
is amazing.
Yeah, he's old.
He's 85, but he looks like he's 50.
Really?
Never misses a cue, and very jaunty,
Really?
really.
Oh, that's good.
And Ann Miller couldn't be nicer.
She danced and
Oh,
danced.
yes.
Them little circles.
She sang the song "I'm Still Here,"
Oh, really?
and she is.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah. We're going to have to get her down
have you
here
done
sometime.
Broadway?
No. Never been in New York.
Really?
Never. No.
New York is pretty wonderful.
I'd like
it
to
was
go there
pretty
sometime.
wonderful.
Yes. I have a
Now
niece.
there's too many people.
Is there?
Too many people everywhere.
Everywhere, right. Except in Palm Springs.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you started also doing
Impressions?
impressions. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, I did obscure
The
impressions.
booze is still in here, and I'm.
Very obscure. I'd come home and do Eugene Paulette, and my father would say, "Who's that? Never let you marry my daughter. Never let you marry my daughter." He said, "Where did you get that?" You know, I've always done obscure impressions.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you going to do some tonight?
Some obscure ones, because I tell them how I started.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Thank you,
believe me.
Freddie.
What are you going to be doing next?
Next, I'm going to do a small tour with Terry Hill and some wonderful people like Adrienne Barbeau and Pete Barbuti and the Franzoni. Is it the Franzoni?
Tom Sony.
Oh, God, he's funny.
Yeah.
And his wife is hilarious.
Just had him here the other night.
Oh,
Had Adrian here last
But-
week, 2 weeks ago.
but you know, now see, there's a good example. They are truly funny, and they never go over that line.
Tom doesn't talk much. Of course,
His
Pete.
wife
Have
is
you ever worked
hilarious.
with Pete before?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
is
there's a
funny.
guy who doesn't even go over the line.
And of course, one of the great men that I knew was Jimmy Durante, who I will talk about him tonight.
Good.
Yeah. Never did an off-color thing, ever. And he was funny.
Never thought about it. You're right.
Never.
Well, back in the 50s, they never did anything bad in the
I'll
movies.
tell you an interesting story. I was sitting with Jack Benny when we saw That's Entertainment,
Mhm.
and he turned to me and he said, "This makes me proud that I was in show business." But he did some, I don't know, something at the Friars or something, and they had these young comics. And they just went too far, and it just made him sick.
No.
Makes me sick.
Mhm.
Because it's unnecessary. It's just unnecessary. Like I'm saying about that movie,
Yes.
70% of it is very funny.
Mhm.
They didn't need the other. You know.
They need more like
Of course, that's why I'll never get back on television or in the movies
you.
again.
Oh, you might.
Oh, I express myself. Oh, I'm here with my Michael Orland, too. My accompanist, I should mention him. He's pretty special.
Michael
Orland.
Orland.
O-R-L-A-N-D. You're going to hear from him. He's a composer.
Oh,
also.
good. Good. I'll be anxious to hear that. Is that Michael up there? Where's Michael? Up there?
Hello, Michael. Yeah.
Can you give us any more of your little stories?
I had a story that I thought, I wonder if I should tell it tonight. I better not, but I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Because what can they do? Mother Teresa gets to heaven and she sees the Virgin Mary and she says, "You know, you've always been my idol, always been my idol. But you know something? In every photograph or every statue, you never smile." And she said, "Well, to tell you the truth, I was hoping for a girl." Cute.
That's good. That's good. I like that. How about some of your show business little stories?
Showbiz stories.
Showbiz stories.
Well, my favorite show business joke is the two actors meeting at 42nd and Broadway. And one says, my God, I haven't worked in 8 years. I've got a wife and 3 kids. I don't know how I'm going to support. Taxi!
Only the New Yorkers will appreciate that, probably. But that's good.
You have someone from Ohio here. This gentleman that came back to see me knew me when I first started in showbiz.
That's what he said, yes, yes. What was your favorite time in your life?
Right now.
Right now.
I'm so glad to be alive. I'm so fascinated with the news. We're living one big soap opera, aren't we, right now?
Oh, aren't we?
It's just incredible.
I know, I know.
No, and you know what's really terrible, Freddie? I haven't done what I haven't begun to do what I know I can do. Not yet. Maybe I'll have time, and maybe I won't.
I hope you do. Believe me,
I hope I do too.
Hope
Good thing about show business, you're a phone call away from being hot again.
Isn't that the truth?
That's it.
And you know, look at even things like Frasier, where his dad's working. You know,
exactly.
So you know, a mother could be working.
But you know what? It's disgusting because on television now they don't want anyone over 50. Absolutely no one over 50.
Well, that guy's a lot over 50.
No, Frasier's young.
No, Frasier's dead.
Yeah.
The father.
Well, that's a token part.
Well, I know, but it's a part.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't mind coming on saying dinner is served.
I think they ought to do a sitcom of a place like this.
I think they ought to do a sitcom with someone like Alice Ghostley, myself, Pat Carroll.
There you go.
Pete Barbuti, who should have been on television.
He was.
Shecky Green. Yeah, I know. He did The Tonight Show.
He was on television.
Did he do a series?
He was on
Pete?
something. Pete was on, because I remember him playing the piano. I'm going to have to ask him next time.
Guest shot.
He was on somebody's.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
You know, altogether, I did 150 Tonight Shows.
Did you really?
With Steve Allen, with Jack Parr, Johnny Carson, Merv Griffin, over 150.
Which one do you like the best?
The truth?
Yes.
Jack Parr.
Did you?
Absolutely. And Merv Griffin.
Wow.
Merv Griffin has been so loyal. There's the two that I love.
Why?
Because they're loyal to begin with, and they have a great sense of humor. Jack Parr was in...
Easy to work with?
Oh, so easy.
I heard Johnny wasn't real easy.
Who?
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson is a brilliant, brilliant man, but not very friendly.
Yes, okay.
No.
Good word.
I mean, I can assure you, if I went up to him and said, "Hi, Johnny," he'd say, "Who's this?" And I did at least 70 shows with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You know, it's just the way people are.
People, why? Anyway. Well, listen, anything else you want to add to this?
My God, I've given you my life story.
Well, that's what we're here for.
Anyway, take care of yourself. God bless you. And let's continue on with the soap opera. I can't wait to hear the end of this.
Oh, you got a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half that's going to continue.
It's been a pleasure having you here.
You
Believe
too,
me.
Freddie.
Believe me.
God bless.
And I really, really thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Phyllis Diller's from Ohio, too.
Oh. Now, there's another one I haven't had here.
Oh, she's wonderful.
Maybe we ought to have Phyllis over.
Absolutely.
You and Phyllis. Now, there would be a pair.
Phyllis and I once did a show together where she played piano and I was playing flute with the symphony orchestra behind us. And as we started to play, they all left the stage. And I turned to Phyllis and I said, "Do you think maybe they had dates tonight?"
Can she play the piano well?
Very well.
Really?
Oh, yes, very well.
See, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Good.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you could be with us tonight. And if you have a chance next year, next summer, whenever we have her back, I would sure like to have you come and see and hear. I think she's a marvelous lady. And thank you very much.
Let's hope we're all back next year.
Isn't that the truth? Yes. Yes, all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.